So what's your biggest temptation as a married man? And what's your biggest temptation
As a man.
as a man?
You wanna go first?
I'm gonna let you go first.
My biggest temptation as a married man, boy. My biggest temptation to me is idle time. So
Okay.
when I say idle time, I mean like for a significant period of whatever. So I don't just mean idle time like, okay, I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
I mean like idle time for a significant period of time. Ain't chilling with my wife. We ain't going out to dates or whatever. And this has never happened, so I don't know what it would look like. But I'm very intentional about not having idle time, because idle time with like the sayings like the devil makes work of idle hands or something like that.
Yeah.
And that comes in idle time. So idle hands come from idle time, where you just have this array of amount of time to just do whatever comes to your brain. And obviously your brain's messing with good thoughts and bad thoughts, regardless of religion or whatever. So I feel like idle time is a thing that's like, if you leave it too long with a particular situation, or if you allow yourself to think too much about a particular situation where you just in this space,
Yeah.
it will ruin. That's a temptation to them ruin everything. And I feel like that's what I've seen happen with guys and girls, and you've got idle time because you're not around this particular person, or you're spending too much time by yourself, sometimes just doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then your brain's just churning. Oh, you know what? Why? Maybe let me chat to this person. And sometimes it might start with a little, how you doing? I ain't checked in you in a long time. What's going on? Now you chat to that person every day. Now you're going in the shower and you're on the toilet for 30 minutes. Why? Because you just going back and forth with this person. Shower's running for 30 minutes. Hot water's turned cold.
Putting out the gas in it.
But this is how it starts, isn't it? Like, because you had idle time, or someone's messaged you that you ain't spoke to in a little while. Oh, I got idle time. Yo, what's going on? And if you're a good guy or a good girl, and you can flow conversation as well. Oh, it's finished.
It's gonna bang forwards and back.
It's gonna bang for them, and it's gonna bang for you, because like, yo, someone's giving me a little bit of attention, and it all came from I had time.
Do you ever feel like you could do with a bit more attention?
Oh, all the time. You get me. I'm sexy. You get me. so I want loads of, like with anyone, you want loads of attention from your partner in particular. So for me, I'm like, yo, give me more. Yeah, like show me. But I understand there's also context to that, because it's like I can have all the attention in the world, but I've also got a child. So like I can't have all the attention in the world because he comes first. That makes sense. So I think my temptation with probably what's a lot of people's is having idle time for a significant period, which has never happened, but I can imagine the mindset you can get into if you're doing that.
So technically, idle time isn't the temptation. What can happen within idle time is the temptation.
No, idle time is the temptation because you've got time with your thoughts. So you time with your thoughts to think anything, and you, as I said, your thoughts are bad and good, and everything's weighing up in your head and just doing nothing. So you're doing nothing, which then can lead you to doing something that you really don't want to do, or you shouldn't have done, or because you had time on your hands.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
What about you?
See, I get what you're saying with the idle time, but for me it'd be like differently. So it'd be like, if I've got the time, I'll like probably like go on TikTok or Instagram, and I'll just be scrolling. Next thing you know, you've been on TikTok for like an hour or something. Your phone's starting to feel hot, and that battery's almost dead, and it's like the time's just gone now. So it's like you've just wasted the time just looking at like 10-20 second videos when you could have been doing something different, spending the time better.
Okay.
What about you? What's your biggest temptation?
My biggest temptation is... See, it's a tricky one.
Why?
My biggest temptation is gal.
Yeah, but that's temptation for
Everyone.
a lot of heterosexual men.
Yeah. So, okay.
So what's your biggest, like, because gal is going to be temptation.
But I'm gonna spin this question back to you. So
Okay.
the question is gonna be, what's your biggest sexual temptation? Then? Or
My biggest sexual temptation.
gal wise, because obviously you like went for like TikTok, spending time on TikTok, wash, and you went for like idle time, which is like, yeah. See, idle time isn't a temptation because you don't feel tempted to have idle time.
No, but it's what you can do within idle
Within
time.
idle time.
Yeah. So that's why idle time is the bigger thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have idle time,
So I
don't
hear
have-
you on the
don't have
idle time,
temptation.
because that's not the temptation. Really, what's the temptation is gal. So, yeah. And I'm trying to stay away from. I'm trying to.
The lies.
I'm trying to be well behaved. I'm trying to stay focused on religious goals rather than gal goals.
You know what? You should be more focused on relationship goals rather than religious goals. So what I mean by that is more so, rather than the religion thing, focused on relationship with God. So when I say relationship goals, I mean relationship with God. I'm not talking about relationship with God.
Yeah.
Rather than the religious goals, because religious goals will.
No, but it's relationship with God goals.
Oh, that's what it is.
Because in
Oh,
order to have a better relationship with God, I have to not do some of the things I'm doing.
yeah. No, you.